Okay, so I'll do this one now. So we've got, if I just draw a quick little sketch of what we've got a golf ball, assuming it's a projectile. We're looking for the time that it gets to its maximum height. Now at the maximum height, the vertical velocity must equal 0. So if we use this fact, we can now use our Suvat equations. Now I'm going to do this in column vector. It's probably not the best way of answering this question, but as I said before, just to show you a way of doing it using column vectors. So we've got V. So we've got V is just going to be 2, 0, because remember that in horizontal the velocity does not change, equals U, which is 2, 5, minus 0, G, T. V equals U plus AT, but then obviously the minus with the gravity. So if we then multiply this out and sort of sort them all together, we end up getting that we get our top line would be just nothing, and underneath we end up with minus 5 is equal to 0 and GT, which means that our time, obviously there's nothing in this bit, so we can kind of just ignore the top bit, which means that our time ends up being, sorry, that should have a minus sign in there, so it's minus GT, which means that we end up getting our time is equal to 5 over G. That minus sign just disappeared again. So divide both through by G and we get T is equal to 5 over G, which is what was given. Now find the speed and direction after 1 second give the angle to the nearest degree. So this time we're looking for the time is equal to 1 second. So again, if we're using our Suvat, we've got our V. Now our V in the X, V in the Y is equal to U X U Y minus 0 G T. So that's their equation in column vector form. Now in the horizontal, obviously this cancels, which just means our Vx is equal to our Ux. So in this bit we've got U is equal to 2, which means that we end up just getting 2. And I'm going to leave Vy the way it is. Two and U is 5 minus, and we've got T is equal to 1, that just gets you 0, and on the bottom we end up getting G. So combining these together, we get our Vy equal to 2, 5 minus G, which means that our Vy ends up being 2, and it's going to be minus 4.8. So that is our Vx Vy. So we end up getting 2 and minus 4.8. Now 2 minus 4.8, so that's minus 4.8, that's 2, that's a vector, and we're wanting our resultant speed. So our resultant will end up being 2 squared plus 4.8 squared, and take the square root, which means that our speed is equal to 2 squared plus 4.8 squared, and take the root of that answer, is equal to 5.2. So 5.2 meters per second is our speed, and our direction, so I'm just going to say at, and it's going to be tan to the minus 1 of 4.8 divided by 2. So shift tan 4.8 divided by 2 gives us 67 degrees.